passed it. We got to turn around.
I'm taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock, electronic, blow the sonic roof up. I'm too honest when I take a few shots. They're too toxic, need to take the noose off. And you cannot save me, cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots.
You are not as tough as
I'm back, you know that I never left. I got tracks and some music that you never guessed. I don't slack, don't lose, learn your lesson yet. When I get to choose what I do, I'm like a weapon. I'm not sharp as many, but got hard, I'm ready to change. Scars to envy, to win large and plenty. I like to play fast, never change back. Calling out, I'll pay back, cause I'm great at that. Oh, you cannot save me, cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots.
you are not as tough as
Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots, who are not as tough as me. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots, who are not as tough as me.
So I'm guessing this is, he's in that high 30s. It's hard to say right now with this light rod, but it feels like a heavier fish. But I could be wrong, could be like an 8-pounder, who knows. It definitely took me for a couple big runs. Staying down. Really, I'm hoping like it's a 12-pound walleye, but the way he was fighting, definitely felt like it was a pike. I got 20-pound fluorocarbon. I put that on just in case this comes along. Hooks are fairly thin, so I gotta take my time. It looks like she's hooked on the side. Yeah, it looks maybe like a high 30s. Well, one thing I need to do is make sure I got my pliers and draw spreaders ready, just so I can do this quick. Just because we're fighting her a little too long because of this later rod, so when we get her in, we want to get her in faster because we're playing her right out just so I can get her in, right? On our bigger spoon rods, we can get them in within, like 5 minutes. So they still maybe have a little energy in them. But for this one, we gotta play a little longer just because I was trying for walleye. Definitely a nice, healthy, thick fish, though. Doesn't want to give up, does it? Hey, there's the last run she had in her. Let's get her in here. See if I get a good gill on her. And with these big ones, like if in this boat I have no net or anything, I like to just gill these fish. So if you net them, they tend to flip around, especially if you bring the net out of the water, and that could damage the fish even more. It can bend your barbs on your hook, it can do all that stuff. So I like to just gill them, and then they're already in your hand, ready to get the hook out. Oh, I think this could make that 40.
Yep. she's the big one.
She's up there. Be high 30s, maybe 40. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, with this hook, it's just got smaller, just those trebles are so thin that if I pulled any harder, it'd probably bend the hook. So you see, you get some of those people that say their hook straightened out on them, the fish was so big. It was just because either your drag was too tight or you just yanked on them too hard. Like if I pulled really hard, my hooks would straighten, but I'm still fighting this bigger fish on this lighter hook, so. And it's not straightening it. You just got to take your time. She must be getting tired here now. Let's see if I can slide her over. Or not. You gotta take your time on these ones. It looks like she's hooked pretty good on the side of the mouth, so. Fins are starting to change. It's starting to get red. That blood flow's getting there. You can tell that's a good indication they're starting to get tired. So, holy moly, this thing's got power. Maybe this is it here. Slide her over. Oh, got her. Nice. All right. Yeah, I think she's a 40, Steven. Oh, it's good. It's good. We're good. Okay. Oh yeah, that's a 40 all day right there. That's a good one, eh? Nice fish, nice and fat. That is a good one. Right on, let's get a measure. Quick measure and then we'll get it right back in. There. 40 and a half. Good fish. Let's revive her. Pretty good battle, but I think she's probably got lots of energy still in her. Come on, girl. That's a healthy fish right there. Give her a breather. Good indication if they're ready to, if you turn them sideways and they try to right themselves. But this one hasn't yet. Needs a little time just because that fight was probably 10 minutes. So definitely can tire these big girls out. Starting to come to. There we go. There she goes. Right on. Give her some time. Let her get some life back. So the game we play is the only way that fish will count to your count is if you touch the leader. So as long as you touch that leader, that fish counts, and then we estimate the length. But if you land it, you can measure it, and then we write that length down. So at the end of the trip, we're going to tally up all the fish and then all the lengths. So then whoever wins the most length wins the little fishing derby that we're having for the 3 days. Right now we're on our last day, so Steve is catching up. I think he's only 2 fish behind me.
But she got me smoked in inches.
But I got a little more inches, a little bit bigger fish, just because, you know, I'm pretty good what I do, so.
Big you would do.
Crybaby over there, right? All right, let's keep going. We got another maybe 4 or 5 hours of fishing before we're heading home, so let's see if we can get a couple more big walleye or a monster pike is what I'm after. Okay, so here's the one Steven got here. I'm still fighting mine, but we'll let Steven get this one in. I'll just try to keep my line taut here. I think this is Steven's biggest for the trip here. I got mine still taking line. Ooh, let's take a look at Steven's here quick, and then I'll pass him the camera. Then we'll get mine in. Whoa. Oh, that's a pretty fish right there. Yeah, that's looking in that 34, somewhere in there. Mine should be getting close here for sure.
That's a nice fish.
That's a good one too, eh? Well, I originally said he was a 40, but then I went down, but maybe he went back up again.
I don't know.
Oh, he could be a 40 for sure.
I think he is.
Look at that. He was fighting like one anyway. But we'll get back up in there. we'll just work around. It seems to be in there, just in that 7-8 foot, right before it drops off is where they're sitting. So if we can get in that area and just keep casting there, yeah, this is another 40, I believe, eh? Okay, I gotta hook them. I'm gonna risk it, and I'm gonna go into the side where the hook's at. Usually you don't. Oh, it's all right. He's down there further. So, just like that. Oh yeah, it's a heavy fish too. Oh, he's bleeding a bit. We're gonna quickly get a look. Nice fish.
Well,
That's
like he's
a
40 all day.
That's a heavy fish. Just a quick measure and he's right back in. 41.
41.
41. We gotta get him in. It's all right, girl. Give her some time here. So we pretty much just got rid of that 41 incher. We come right back up in the spot and instantly hooked up again. And it feels like another big fish. He took one big run and now he's just sticking down. But I think it could be another 40. And it's just because I found just drift there, ran across this spot. And I marked it and I'm like, well, maybe we'll go come fish it later, and good thing we did. And it's pretty much back-to-back 41 inches on the exact same mark. So, and this thing goes for a while, so we could fish this whole thing, and we might be in it for some big fish. And they are just hitting it hard. Oh yeah, this is a tank. This is a tank. This breaks 40 all day.
Holy!
There's maybe a 45 right here. There's a 25 pounder.
I ain't supposed to speak on here, but damn!
This is what we wait. There's 3 days of fishing, and finally we're finding them. We had some rough weather. We had a broke down motor, and now we were planning to leave in like an hour, but we might have to stick this out if these big ones are biting like this.
We helped an old guy, and this is just good karma.
Yeah, the karma is coming back to us. Oh yeah, this is a nice big long fish. That's looking more like it could be a 45. It's hard to tell, but we'll get him in here, get a measure. Absolute power. This is why we come to this lake. It is a hit and miss, but when they're on, they're on. At least I'm fighting them with the big rod here, not the little one. You want to get them in a pretty good time, but you don't want to get them in like when they're green. Else they're gonna flip on you and cut you. But he's just one hook on the side of the mouth there. So I think he's getting close. One more spin here to get that. My hand in his left side there. Got him. Oh. Quick unhook here. Holy moly. There's a pike right there for you. I'm guessing he's got to be close to that 45. If not more, I'm not sure. He is girthy though. Oh, awesome. The third day and we finally hook up. Oh, don't do that, buddy. Okay, I'm hoping when I set him on the measure, he's not going to flip on me. He's tensing up a bit, but okay. Don't flip, don't flip. It's all right. It's all right. 45. Just touches that 40. Oh, yeah, 45 incher. That's what we come here for. Yes. Beautiful. Let's get her in. I think she's still got some life in her, so. Oh yeah, she's ready to go. There she goes. Oh, let's keep fishing this ridge. Let's see if we get some more. Nice.
We should have like a bloopers reel one time.
Probably could, yeah. How do I? Trying to get the boat in there. Fuck, am I gonna move the camera? Okay.
This is what I mean about a blooper reel.
So I've been trying to make an ending to the video, and this is probably take 6,
8.
maybe 8, and it just gets more and more difficult as I keep talking to the camera. It just gets worse and worse. But anyways, we ended up just calling it a day. We fished the shit out of that sunken island, but we only caught like those 3 right at the end, those 3 bigger ones.
Double header.
Double header, 45 inch. Yeah, but that was it. It just died. The wind picked up. I don't know if that has something to do with it. But anyways, we just called it a day. We were tired of 3 days of fishing, so we're on our way home, and next year we'll hit it again. We got some new GPS marks, and hopefully next year we can slay some more big ones. So that's all I got.
Adios.
Adios.